push against his force. I want to please Shrek. He roars a mighty roar as he fills my butt with his...
Remember Shrek memes? The golden era when a childhood classic was corrupted by the entire internet, to the point you can forget that Shrek is not actually a sexual deviant. But of all the things to come out of this period, Shrek SuperSlam is the one I'm most interested in, because it's partially my fault. Let's get into it. And remember, no ogre puns. Shrek SuperSlam is a 3D fighting game, in the style of other tie-in games of the time. Players use a mix of short-range and long-range attacks, or items if they're a scrub, in order to build up a slam meter which unlocks a special slam attack, with the player who lands the most slams being the winner. While often compared to Super Smash Bros. By bigger hack YouTubers than I, a better comparison would be PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, with its special moves, though I suppose comparison to that dumpster fire doesn't quite get the same amount of clicks. But I digress. Shrek has 3 main game types: the standard melee mode, King of the Hill, and Slamageddon, where every attack counts as a slam attack. Slamageddon is also what I did to your mum last night. Overall the gameplay is solid, if a tad basic. Shrek SuperSlam offers a range of characters, from Shrek himself, to Pimp Gingerbread Man, to some characters who've only appeared in a Shrek movie for 5 seconds, like this
Spawn of Satan.
Each character has a unique moveset, as well as a unique slam attack, and each character has access to rolls, bear dashes and grab attacks. Some characters, of course, are better than others. Despite this, character combos can be quite limited, and without the directional button variants of other fighting games, combos are a variation of the A and B buttons. Street Fighter, this is definitely not, but then again you can't expect that from a thrown-together mid-2000s tie-in game. The stages are a bit of a mixed bag. While generally quite simple in design, there is definitely a hierarchy of quality. If this were a tier list video, stages like Potion Factory and Medieval Chef would be at the top, while Mungo and Gingerbread Hizzle would be cast into the depths of hell like all things with ice physics deserve. Right in the worst part of hell where it belongs. In terms of actual content, Shrek SuperSlam is a lot deeper than it initially appears. The game has a pretty bare-bones story mode, with only 8 levels that never really offer too much challenge, even for a beginner, and honestly gives off the impression of having been chucked in at the last minute. The Mega Challenge mode, however, is fucking packed with shit to do. This is where you unlock extra characters. There are fights with special win requirements, and other challenges that are only present within this mode. This is a peak for this title, offering both reasonable challenge and varied content, and is probably the only part of the game I'd recommend if you're playing alone. But surprisingly, people don't just play this game alone at 3 AM as some kind of post-ironic joke.
Are you seriously playing Shrek SuperSlam by yourself?
Nah, I'm with my boy!
Shrek SuperSlam has a thriving competitive fighting game scene, with regular tournaments, and quite the sizable community. And even more surprisingly, I am in my own small way responsible. During what can be dubbed the
2015 New Year's Shrek incident,
I helped set into motion a series of events that led to the community today, and while it has been continued and advanced by people way more competent and capable than I could ever be, it's nice to have my own little role in an interesting story, like being the guy who turned down Hitler from art school. Overall, Shrek SuperSlam is a bit of a mixed bag, but still worth having a look at. Beyond the slightly basic gameplay, there is enough content in order to keep you interested once the "Haha Shrek is funny" meme has faded away. I didn't even talk about the music. Seriously, they didn't need to go that hard for a time game. So yeah, would recommend. I realize that people might be upset with the lack of Shrek jokes in this video, so here's an onion. Now go.
Piss off!